Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to use MATLAB as a calculator to analyze some of the simplest operations that we can perform with this program. To begin, we are going to perform some simple arithmetic operations. To do this, we come to the command window and enter the arithmetic operations we want to perform. For example, in this case, we will start with an addition. 5 plus 3, for example. After typing the operation, we press the enter key and MATLAB will show us the answer. In this case, 5 plus 3 equals 8. We can also perform other types of arithmetic operations, such as subtraction, for example, 5 minus 7 equals minus 2, divisions, 8 divided by 2 equals 4, multiplications, 3 times 4 equals 12, or powers. 2 to the power of 3 equals 8. Once we have entered the operations we want to perform, if we want to perform other operations and the performed ones are no longer useful, we can clear the command window using the CLC command. In all the operations we have performed above, we have obtained integer solutions, but MATLAB can also work with decimal numbers. For example, if we divide 5 by 3, we get this answer. In practice, the division 5 by 3 has infinite decimals, but MATLAB shows us only 4. If we want to see more decimals, we will have to change the format to long format. Like that. If we enter the same division again, we see that now we get more decimals. If we change the format back to short format and we enter the division, format short, we see that we only get 4 decimals again. As we see here, MATLAB is saving the answer in the ans variable, which means answer. If we go into this variable, here we will see how actually, although it only shows us 4 decimals, MATLAB stores many more decimals. However, the number of decimals is finite. That is, it doesn't store all the decimals. So far, we have only performed simple operations, but MATLAB can also perform some complex operations or multiple operations. For example, 5 plus 8 plus 3, which equals 16. In this case, all operations were additions, so there is no problem. But in the case where, for example, multiplications appear, MATLAB respects the order of operations of arithmetics. So it will first perform the multiplication and then the addition. For example, 5 plus 2 times 4. In this case, it would be 2 times 4 plus 5, which equals 13. As we can see, the previously mentioned order has been respected. Nevertheless, some problems may arise. For example, if we add a power to this multiplication, we don't know if it will first perform 4 to the power of 2 or if it will first perform 2 times 4. As we can see, the solution is 37. So the first thing it has done is 4 to the power of 2, which in this case would be 16. Then the multiplication, 16 times 2, 32, plus 5, 37. However, MATLAB recommends the use of parentheses. This way, we don't have any problems, and we know exactly which operation is being performed first. All of these operations that we have performed are quite simple basic arithmetic operations, but MATLAB can perform many other types of operations, such as exponential, trigonometric, or logarithmic operations. For example, we will start with trigonometric operations. MATLAB already has the p-value built in. As we can see, if we enter p, it gives us the answer to this value. So we don't need to manually introduce it. We can perform operations such as the sine of p divided by 2, which is 1, or the cosine of p divided by 2, which is 0. As we can see, it gives us a value close to 0, but not exactly 0. That's because of what I said before, that MATLAB does not store all the decimals of the number p. In the same way, we can also perform exponential operations. For example, the exponential of 2, that could be e raised to 2, x 2, which in this case is 7.3891. We can also perform logarithmic operations. For example, the logarithm in base 10 of 100, which solution is going to be 2, this one. In this class, we are not going to perform more operations of this type, but it is important to know that these are not all the operations that we can perform. MATLAB incorporates many more. MATLAB also has many operations of other types. For example, we can round a number using the round function. For example, 1.6 rounded to its nearest integer is 2. We can also use the floor function, which rounds down to the nearest integer, in this case 1. Or sail, which rounds up to the nearest integer, in this case 2. As well as these functions, there are many others that I will include in an attachment in the course. This is all about using MATLAB as a calculator. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment box.